We got a disco ball this year. All the beer you could drink, 2 glasses of white wine, a band, and all for a tenner.
Go on, give me 2 then.
Oh, there's lovely. Head up.
I've just been mugged by Bert. And I've now got 2 tickets to the Port Wen Players Dance. An auspicious occasion. You want one?
Doctors aren't allowed to attend social events, and, I can't dance.
Well, you don't have to dance.
Really, I won't dance.
Have you nabbed my nephew yet?
Here, Doc, you can't pass up on an event like this.
I'm busy that night.
Didn't tell you what night it's on.
Oh, come on, that was a charity do. It was a bit of fun. We all squeezed in the village hall and shaked our booties.
Sounds appalling.
No, you no chance there, Bert. Oh, well, you know where we'll be.
Yeah.
You're a mug. You got a ticket?
I got a spare one.
Thanks. Thanks very much. Great. What time?
About 8.
See you there.
OK. Great. Well, make sure you put on your dancing shoes.
I reckon she fancies you.
Blimey.
OK, kids, now don't forget we're going to Mrs. Potter's home, so please respect that.
Mrs. Potter is an expert on British bird life, and we're very lucky to have her here in the village.
No, I don't care about that stupid old bag.
Peter?
I know what I want to know about birds. I learned about birds when I was 8.
Look, if you won't cooperate, Peter, I'm just going to have to give you a consequence.
Common garden species. Blackbird, black cat, blue tip, brambling, bullfinch, chaffinch. What do you want to know? Breeding habits? Feeding habits?
It's not enough to be clever, Peter. Sometimes you just have to be polite.
Why?
And sometimes you have to put some work in. So whether you come in or not, you're still going to have to do the project, Peter, same as everybody else.
I don't care about birds.
Right. Well, you wait here outside. You stay right here and don't move.
Elaine, why is there only one appointment this afternoon?
I thought you'd need the afternoon for travel. That's a home visit upon Bodmin.
What?
I told you. The park ranger, he's been asking for a visit for weeks.
And I told you if he's able-bodied, he should come in.
Dr. Sim used to go to him because he's got this bad...
Yes, they all have. Tell him I'm busy and I hate driving, and unless he's actually dying, would he be so kind as to come in here?
Now, this little fellow is a finch, and he's nearly ready to take his chances out in the wild. They're seed-eating birds, these are. And, of course, this time of the year, there aren't many seeds around. So we put out those lovely little tables so that there's plenty to eat. Of course, they eat thistles and groundsel and other things. Now, in Victorian times...
Mother in? No. No, it's just a virus. Nothing to be done. It'll pass.
OK. What are you going to give me?
Nothing.
It's just an antibiotic.
No, just give it a couple of days.
What?
It's a minor virus.
At least I want an antibiotic.
An antibiotic would work if you had a bacterial infection, but you don't. You have a minor virus.
Dr. Sim always gave me an antibiotic. Antibiotic never did anyone any harm.
Look, I've got patients to see who might actually be ill, so I'll just say this once. Firstly, antibiotics don't touch viruses. Secondly, even if you had a bacterial infection, you'd be well advised to try and fight it on your own so that you can develop some natural immunity. Thirdly, we are seeing bacterial strains becoming resistant to antibiotics in common usage due to the widespread overprescription by doctors such as the late, great Jim Sim dishing out antibiotics in all probability to whingers like you. Off you go.
Now, who'd like to come outside in my garden and see if we can see Mr. Blackcap having his lunch at my bird table? Come on, let's go out. Careful as you go down over those steps, because they're quite dangerous. OK? Oh! My bird tables!
Peter Cronk! Put down that bird feeder and come up the stairs this minute. What do you think you're doing?
Come.
Hi. Hi there. How are you?
Fine. What can I do for you?
Me? No, I'm fine. Fine. I'm perky. I won't bother you with why. I got a date, that's why.
Good. Is that what you...
There was one small thing. As you know, I've not been hugely... I've not been successful with people of the opposite sex, and lately... Are you on email at all? Do you get those emails about... Or is it just me? I've been wondering if maybe the problem is a size thing. Apparently, no matter what a woman tells you, it does matter.
Take a seat. Do you feel you have a problem?
I don't know. I mean, the showers is one thing, but you can't tell. So I was hoping you could tell me.
I should refer you.
I just thought you might know what's normal.
There's a range of normality.
I mean, I'm not talking, you know, it's not like I've measured, but... I mean, do you think 6? 6 would be normal?
I'd say 6 was normal, yeah. Good. That's that sorted.
Right. So sort of 5-ish would be a bit...
Not necessarily.
And a little bit less than 5 wouldn't be good, would it?
I'd have to make inquiries.
If we'd been talking 7 or 8, you wouldn't have to make inquiries, would you? Remember I told you about that woman who said I was too gentle? That wasn't what she meant. I understand now. Just as well, I've been getting these off the internet. Arm and a leg, mind.
Well, I wish you'd told me. I could have got you these for what they're worth. Which, by the way, isn't much.
Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. You haven't got my problem. You haven't got a date with the woman of your dreams.
Who's that?
Louisa.
What makes you think that?
Think what?
That the woman of my dreams... Louisa. Louisa is the woman of your dreams.
I've always, you know, from afar, too frightened to say anything. And out of the blue, she invited me to the jamboree tonight. She's so... Have you noticed the way she moves? Sometimes, between you and me, I go by the school just in case I can catch a glimpse of her.
Well, I've got other patients to see, and I'm sure you're busy. Don't forget your tablets.
Wish me luck.
Yeah.
I can't reach the ranger, the phone's down. Thank you, Elaine.
What was that?
Can't reach the ranger, phone's down, innit?
Okay.
So we'll be expecting you.
Okay. Are those the patient's notes?
Yeah, I think the flood that time, but I can tell you about him.
No, doesn't matter.
You okay?
Yeah, I quite fancy a drive in the country.
I thought you hated driving. You know your car's at the garage.
So it is. Well, it's a nice enough day. I'll walk down and get it.
Oh, wait, Doc, I've not told you about him.
Hello? It's me.
I can see it's you.
Come to collect my car.
I can't hear you!
I bought my car in to have its front wheels looked at.
It's not ready yet.
I have a patient to see.
What's your problem?
I need to get there.
A small extra charge. You can take the loan car. Cream pickup. Go steady on the brakes.
In you come, Peter.
Peter, I could arrest you for criminal damage. But I was thinking, Bob in the lifeboat house has some woodworking tools. Maybe you and I could spend some time in there. Make a few bird tables?
I'd sooner be arrested.
Mrs. Crump, thanks for coming in.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what gets into him. I'll pay for Mrs. Potter's tables. It can come out of his pocket money.
You obviously haven't heard. Several people in the village have had the same treatment.
Oh, no. I'll kill him.
I don't have kids, but it seems to me kids are like the rest of us. If he knows he's loved, he could do great things.
Mrs. Kronk?
Excuse me.
You're more,
What?
I don't know, you're more gentle than I realised.
Gentle? Why do you say that?
Miss Glasson's got a boyfriend.
Lucy Ann, behave yourself.
So, see you later.
Doc Marty?
Dr. Ellingham, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard you liked your proper title. I thought surgeons prided themselves on plain old mister.
I'm no longer a surgeon. Take it you're Mr. James?
Call me Stuart. Come in. Why is that, by the way? You know, no longer a surgeon.
A personal choice.
Well, thanks for coming. I make fantastic coffee. Would you like some?
For future reference, unless you're in some way incapacitated, you'd need to come into the surgery.
I can't really leave here in the day.
Well, let's hope you don't need a doctor then.
So it's true, then?
It's true that I don't appreciate having my time wasted, if that's what you mean.
I know, I understand. Port Wen was driving mad. Bloke like you, famously sharp mind, used to barking and everyone jumping. Port Wen would be quite a shock. Nosy locals. Bet off the village came in when you opened up just to see what you'd done with the place.
They did.
And then there's the aggressive unhelpfulness of, what's the name of the receptionist?
Elaine.
Oh, Elaine. Ho, ho, ho. And the girls. I mean, those girls that just hang out giggling all the time. I mean, what is that about?
You're very perceptive.
Well, I suppose that's one reason. I'm never in too much of a hurry to come into the village, you know. I mean, sometimes it can be a bit too much.
Too much.
Yeah. Strong black, no sugar.
Oh, thank you.
Should we,
Yeah?
You know, I could get lynched for saying this, but they can't make coffee down here. So, you just seem to get brown water.
In my experience, you can get brown water straight from the tap.
Port Wen should come with a manual, shouldn't it? Then there's that neurotic cop. I mean, nice bloke, but you can't help thinking he sobs himself to sleep of an evening. Another day, another failure to find a girlfriend.
I suppose you should tell me what the problem seems to be.
One a day, 6 weeks, massive results.
I'm sure you know from my records that the old doc used to prescribe me nitrazepam.
Nitrazepam?
Yeah.
Are you suffering from insomnia or anxiety?
Yeah, insomnia, anxiety. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble sleeping.
Nitrazepam is a benzodiazepine. They can be addictive. Could be time to change.
Well, I really think we should just...
How do you feel about sleeping with no medication at all?
No, that's just not possible. I mean.
Oh, forgive me, we've just had a stimulated conversation, and you don't strike me as being tired or anxious in any way.
Okay, look, the nitrazepam's not for me. It's for a friend.
Oh, I see.
He's shy.
What's his name?
Anthony.
Well, tell Anthony I'd be happy to see him.
Or you could just give me his nitrazepam.
No, I can't do that.
He's very, very anxious.
Does he live here?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, not officially. I mean, you know, the trust owns the place, and we're...
Oh. He's your partner?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look after him. I mean, he worries, you know. And he's right to worry, because there are greys everywhere.
Greys?
Yeah, they're everywhere, and they're very aggressive. I mean, it's amazing there are any Reds left at all. Come on, everyone knows the Reds live in constant fear of...
Did you see that? The audacity! And people think they're just a different colour. People think they're cuddly. They're the squirrel equivalent of the Nazis!
Your friend Anthony is a squirrel?
You know, there used to be 3 million Reds in this country. 3 million. Anthony's not just a squirrel. He's a survivor. And the least we can do is give him his tranquilizers. I wish you didn't have to go, because I was going to put some curry on. You know? I mean, that's the other thing you can't get around here.
We'll speak again, soon.
You still haven't met Anthony.
Another time.
But you'll leave a prescription for him?
I don't have a prescription pad with me. Sorry.
Okay.
Change your mind?
No, the gate's locked.
Good, because we were really hitting it off earlier. Yeah, have something to eat, then go. Go on. Maybe Anthony will join us later.
Yeah, I was thinking be a bit late for surgery by the time you got back, and somehow I couldn't imagine you were going to the Port Wen Players dance.
I am going.
Are you? Oh, why?
Sounds good.
Yeah. That's the annual meat market. Oh, you'd hate it.
No. As your new mate, I'm not letting you go to that.
Well, it's fine if you want to get your tongue down someone's throat.
Really?
Yeah, well, you don't know. I mean, check your records. Oh, it's the night half Port Wen's children are conceived. Right, do excuse me. Nature calls.
Mind if I use your phone when you're gone?
It's out of order, actually. Yeah, I had to call you from a phone box in Bodmin.
Ah.
Don't go away. Oh, no. I've just realised what I've done. I've forgotten to offer you a drink. What's your poison? Hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Is there?
You're looking good.
You're looking good. You said that.
I did.
As I'm here, I may as well update my records on you, Stuart. Your full name, date of birth.
Stuart Edward James, 14th, 10th, 66.
And today's date, do you know that?
Do you know what date it is?
Slipped my mind.
It's the 21st.
Of course it is, yes. And your health? Any problems?
Not really.
Illnesses, traumas?
Took a bullet in Bosnia.
Really?
Yeah, in the shoulder. Friendly fire. Tony bloody Bartlett. Oh, we stopped being friendly after that, I can tell you. Wonder if the big guy will show. It's polenta. That's his favourite, you know. I tell you, feeding any 6-foot squirrel on a ranger's salary, no walk in the park. But this guy, he's just so fussy.
Ulaanbaatar.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. And, I don't know what to say. I think it may be because you're here. You know, when we're alone, he clings to me. I mean, I can't go out at all in the day anymore.
Well, maybe I'd better go.
No! Pudding. You need a prescription pad, do you, for his pills?
Yes.
I mean, you couldn't just write a note, because, I mean, you can write a check on an eggshell, can't you? I mean, surely you can write a prescription on a piece of paper.
No, I don't think that'd be allowed. And anyway, if it were, I can't see old Mrs. Tishel at the chemist's going for that, can you? You know what she's like.
True, yeah. Oh, Port Wen.
Look, the sooner I can get back, then the sooner I can sort all this out.
You know, you haven't got anything in your bag, have you?
No.
Because, old Doc Sim always used to have something for Anthony in his bag. I think I might have a little look in your bag. Because I don't believe you.
Calm down, Anthony.
Stuart?
Stuart? Come on, let's have a drink of water. Calm down.
I thought that I liked you, see. I was really starting to like you, but now I'm actually not so sure, because it's... I get it. You're treating me as if, yeah, you think Anthony is what, some kind of figment of...
Anthony! Oh, hey! Hey!
Hey, we've been worried about you, haven't we? Oh, Anthony, this is Doc Martin. Remember I was telling you about him? Anthony, Doc Martin, Dr. Ellingham, Anthony. Yeah, well, he's not a surgeon anymore, personal reasons. Yeah. There. Take a load off. Oh. Finally, the evening begins. Are you? Oh, yeah, sure, have mine.
I don't know. How do you make yourself attractive to a squirrel?
Climb... Climb up a tree and act like a nut.
I really have to go now.
Whoa, what about Anthony's tranquilizers?
I'll come back tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you out. Hang on a minute. Ant's a bit upset. He says you haven't spoken a word to him.
I don't speak squirrel.
That's very funny. I really think you should say something.
Anthony, good to meet you. Goodbye.
If that's the best you can do, then maybe you should go.
Well, the gate's locked.
There's a key on a bit of orange string under the padlock. See yourself out.
Not this one. I do like to dance, you know. Feel your body move.
Really?
I didn't mean your body. Not tonight. I mean, I can't do that tonight if that's what I mean, I have to wait a few weeks before.
Mark?
Not that I've got a disease or anything. Hard to explain.
Mark?
You know, when you invited me, I thought, God, you're brave. I mean, I've always wanted to invite, you know, for years. But I've never had the courage to...
Mark, I think I've got to say straight away that...
Let's dance to this one.
You've got to look.
This is interesting. I think I may just have a very serious misunderstanding on my hands.
Come on.
Well, is there a duty CPN there? Because I want to get this man sectioned as soon as possible. No. I don't want to involve the local police. Mind your own business.
To last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate the party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world. Come on!
Listen, boy, I always knew young Mark that hated him. Most people don't realise that I also am a dancer. But I don't want to steal anybody's thunder. No, I mean, that wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be fair.
Times come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times come on. Let's celebrate.
That was great, you're amazing!
Don't tell anyone, but I practice a bit sometimes in at the station when it's quiet. Speaking of secrets, can I say something?
Mark.
I think you're really nice. I've always thought that.
Mark, can we have a chat?
Cat, no, I'm a dog person.
No, I said, in a minute. Can we have a...
What's the matter?
What's going on, Marty?
I needed to talk to Mark.
You needed to talk to him or you needed to interrupt him?
I needed his help to section a man under Section 136 of the Mental Health Act.
Then you saw him with Louisa, and you don't need his help.
I'll get a community psychiatric nurse in the morning.
Yes, yes, she should make you feel much better.
Bloody hell.
Hey, Doc! What do you say to Stuart?
What?
The ranger.
What do you mean, what have I said to him?
Well, you must have said something to him.
Well, even if I had, I'm sure you realise that I couldn't... Get off! Couldn't divulge the contents of a conversation between doctor and patient.
Yeah, well, he's gone crazy down the back of Play Street Lane. Completely bobbing. Come on.
Excuse me. I can't see anything.
That's Becca's security light. It's on a short timer.
Al, would you please go down to the hall and get PC Milo?
Someone's already gone.
Well, that's my feeder. You went to see him. What have you said to him?
I haven't said anything to him. I visited him.
Well, you must have said something. He's very upset.
He's never done anything like this before.
I simply refused to give him inappropriate medication.
Thanks. Now go and look at my garden.
He didn't give Stuart his medication.
Oh, it's marvellous, that is, Doc. Well done, that.
No, it wasn't Stuart's medication. He wanted it for...
What's got into him?
I'll tell you what's got into him. He's suffering from delusions. He thinks he lives with a giant squirrel. That's why I didn't give him the medication, because he thought it was for his big friend.
Anthony?
Yes.
Well, that's nothing new. We've had Anthony for years. You go along with him. Stuart's fine.
Just a bit of tolerance.
That's true, that is, isn't it, boy?
How do you think Anthony feels, huh? 9 degrees, going to the village to feed.
He's actually very clever, you know, Stuart. These people don't realise it, Doc.
He's not exactly distinguishing himself at the moment, is he?
That could be because you haven't given him something he needs.
Doc Sim used to give him what he needed.
That's right, Jesse. You did, didn't he?
Stuart. It's all right. Dr. Ellingham.
The Predator doesn't know what it's like to be the hunted one. He does his job with the satisfaction of knowing he's the stronger one, the right one, because in a fight, the stronger one's always the right one. He doesn't know what it's like to live in fear, to have the danger. At any moment, the possibility of the enemy's pounce at your back. Because if he did know, if he thought about it, I promise you, he wouldn't be able to live with himself. How would he live with himself?
Stuart, it's Mark here. How are you, my friend? Having a smashing time? Stuart? Stuart? Stuart?
No, he's gone, Doc.
Didn't you go and see him today? What have you done to him?
Poor Stuart.
He was in Bosnia, you know.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah, well, we cut him plenty of slack.
Mind you, at least we know one thing.
What's that?
We blamed young Peter Cronk for something he didn't do. I'll go and see him in the morning. It's awful to have misunderstandings. Night.
Night. Mark, I might need your help in the morning. Obviously, something's got to be done about Stuart.
Okay.
Now what's he done?
Nothing, Mrs. Cronk. Absolutely nothing.
Come in. Miss Glasson's here to see you. Peter. He's not there.
Stuart stops by Port Wen every now and then, you know. We don't normally have a problem.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if his next stop was a spell in a psychiatric ward.
There's not a creative solution.
No, I don't think so.
I sometimes find with Port Wen, creative solutions are more effective.
Yeah.
Whatever Doc Sim did for Stuart, we can't do that.
Well, his condition's clearly changed.
Or is it his doctor?
Well, there's the mystery of medicine, isn't there? Everybody comes to you for an opinion, but when you actually give them that opinion, nobody really wants it. The man thinks he lives with a giant squirrel. He needs help.
Sorry. On a more cheerful note, I had a good night last night. Had a bit of a breakthrough. Louisa, fantastic physique, all the moves. We had a great laugh, but it's nothing more. I don't fancy her. I just hope she's not disappointed. Can't force it, though. I just gotta wait for the right one to come along. Mind you, that gives me time to sort out the,
let me help.
You disapprove, I know.
Mark, they're placebos.
Yeah, well, even placebos work, don't they?
What do you mean, the placebo effect?
Call it what you like, as long as it's an effect.
No, you don't understand. That's not what a placebo... I mean, that's not what it means. No, it doesn't matter.
Morning!
So, give me a shout if you need a hand.
I do need a hand.
Technically, I can't bring him in on a 136 unless I find him in a public place. That's a mental health act.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'll be right here if there's a problem. You'll be fine. Hi there, Stuart. All right. All right. Doc Martin wants a word.
Good.
Doc.
Gone over the top, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. I'd like to take you into Port Wen. Try and find someone to come along, give you the help you need.
Yeah, I think it could be the Bosnia thing, you know, because I saw some heavy... I mean, I did some heavy stuff, and I guess I'm just a tiny bit fragile, and, you know, the slightest thing can set me off. To be honest, sounds, smells. I mean, I just go to pieces. You know, there's like a smell can put me right back there. I mean, you can't imagine.
No, I can, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing about this place, isn't it? You know, if you're going to be fragile, this is the place to be. Anthony's been a real support. I know he probably won't be around when I'm stronger, but right now I'm really glad that he is. And I've made a start on some replacements for the things that I broke. Look, we can sort this out between us, can't we?
Let's have another cup of coffee, shall we? I've been looking at your patient notes. The tablets Dr. Sim used to give you. You were taking them, weren't you? Did they help?
Kept me just the side of Bodmin.
Yeah. Right. Well, you're clearly a patient that responds well to the correct prescribed medicine.
Nitrosicam?
No, these are a little bit more sophisticated, actually.
You only have to take one every 24 hours, but it's important that you don't exceed that dosage.
Wow, that's strong then.
Yes, they are. They're fast-acting, too. Shall I get you a drink of water?
No, it's, you know. Magicians, these chemists, aren't they?
Stuart, if I could find the right therapist, do you think you'd go and see them?
Sure. Yeah, I would.
All right. Well, for the time being, I'll pop back tomorrow. In the meantime, you get this phone fixed, yeah?
Right, yeah.
All right.
Fine.
Change your mind?
Oh, I thought we could defer a decision. I'll keep a close eye on him. In the meantime, he's got what he wanted.
What's that? Tranquilizers?
No, it seems my predecessor was savvier than I thought. As far as I can make out from what's left of Stuart's records, what Dr. Sim was bringing him was actually vitamin tablets.
What the? You're right. Yeah, Peter, go and grab yourself a seat down there. Excuse me a minute, I'd probably better let her down now.
Let's have another look at your wrist.
Nobody wants me here. They'll gang up on me.
Make a fist. Oh, we all feel left out from time to time, Peter.
What do you know?
I know there's nothing wrong with your wrist.
Could have told you that. It's a grade 1 mild sprain, ligaments stretched maybe, but not broken. People think I'm being rude, but I'm not. Just saying what's in my head, you know.
Yeah, I do know.
Took it pretty well.
Well, you deserve better, and I'm sorry. But why didn't you just say? Why'd you never speak up for yourself? Oh, son. Oh, my love. Oh, God.
Thanks.
Listen, I hope you don't mind me saying, but I reckon Port Wen's having an effect on you. That was a good call today with Stuart, and I think the locals will really appreciate it.
Then you won't mind me saying that I don't actually carry vitamins, but luckily for Stuart, you do.
What?
Your enlargement tablets. Ascorbic acid, D-alpha-tocopherol, pyridoxine, they're multivitamins.
You can't do that. That's not ethical.
You'll get over it, big boy.